Guess where we are? We're back out here at Nancy's house, and I figured that we'd come out and have a discussion once again. Visit the memorial site. Visit the memorial site here. Kind of just vent, reflect, and kind of talk about the new possible developments that could have developed in the case. Um, I only have bad news. The only bad news that I have is the fact that I kind of got to use the bathroom, so I don't know how long I'm gonna last here. I guess I'll just try to continue till I can't last anymore. That's the only downfall. Welcome in, guys. I'll give everybody kind of a little time to come in here. I was watching JLR stream, and it just amazes me every time to hear majority of the people that are coming and talking on the show are people still saying that they think it's the family. That's crazy to me. A majority of the people that I've heard the conversations um, on DLR stream, they keep saying Tommaso, and I don't know why. Um, we really don't have a lot of facts if you think about it. A majority of our thoughts about this is really theory and like speculation. So it's hard to look past Tommaso. It's hard to look past it being targeted and somewhat family related. It's tough. It's tough. It's mind boggling too. It's frustrating. It's starting to get more and more frustrating. Um, and it's almost like we're all just running out of patience. Is what it feels like to me at this point. We've kind of been impatient if you think about it, but it's just a lot of this case just doesn't make any sense, and it's mind boggling. It's mind blowing as well. Sorry, I missed everybody. I was going to come out yesterday, but um, it's been a rough weekend for me, so I wasn't able to make it yesterday, but today I had to make the effort to come out here today for sure. Um, I think there are several people that I overheard on the calls with JLR saying that they wanted us to keep continuing to come out here, and we will. We definitely will. We want to keep this thing alive. We want to keep everybody informed. And just most importantly to me is pushing that public awareness out there. You know, you'd be surprised how many people don't really know about this. Sunday right now, guys. It's 5 in the afternoon here, so it's considered the evening. 5:08 for me. 86 degrees out. Not too much sun today. Um, quite cloudy. I almost thought it was gonna rain. Man, we've spent a lot of. I was just on my way here, and I was like kind of reflecting on the time that we've spent here. I've spent time here in the nighttime when it's hot, when it rained on my birthday. We've spent some time here for sure. I mean, I just can't believe we're on what day 78. I want to say, are we at day 78 or day 79? I'm losing count. It's been so many days now. Let me look at chat here to see who's all in the chat. Hey, big welcome, Strawberry. Good to see you back in the chat, by the way. Strawberry. Venus, welcome, welcome. Cutie, welcome. Robin, welcome. A lot of familiar names in the chat here. Rosemary, welcome back. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. Denise, welcome. Joyce Roy, 53 in Ohio. Woo! Too cold for me. Jolene. Welcome back, Jolene. Or I don't know if I'm familiar with Jolene actually. Mama, welcome. 7 in Texas. Big hellos, guys. Big hellos. Those of y'all tuning in. You look tired? I actually slept. I slept in. I slept pretty good. I might still have some sleep in my eyes some earlier, maybe. I'm good though. I feel refreshed. Feels good. Feels really nice right now. It's a little windy. Just a little slight little nice little breeze. It's like perfect right now for me. Sis Robin Ray, thanks for the $10 super chat. She says, thanks for being there, Juice. You're doing great, a great job. Much love. I appreciate your love and support. Hey Justin, welcome, welcome. Just kind of trying to say hello to everyone I see in the chat here for just a moment. Goldie, welcome. Happy Sunday to you as well. Cat Co says, I don't believe it's family. Maybe that's why chat mostly ignores me. What is that, guys? Oh, that's a weird looking lizard. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully I don't lose y'all connection wise. Hold on. Try not to move because he's trying to be quiet. Thought it was a snake at first. What is that? Is he creeping up on me? Or is he gonna run away? Do y'all see that? That's an interesting looking thing. The wildlife. Be surprised what you see out here sometimes. I've actually never seen that before. Wow. Interesting. He was creeping up on me for a second there, so I was interested to see what he was gonna do. It's crazy. We got some people coming by. They were recording the uh the house. It might turn back around, who knows? Hey Cheryl, thanks so much for the $20 super chat. She says the woman on JLR said the woman from Catalina that paid respects and Sue Ellen took pictures. She called the cops on Sue Ellen about what she was doing to people that is coming to pay respects. Yeah, yeah. Thanks so much for the support there, Sherry. Yeah, I heard that. I was tuning in at that time actually, and yeah, that's what I heard as well. That she confessed to calling the sheriff department and letting them know what Sue Ellen was out here doing. That guy's back again. He's back again. I don't know if he likes me right here. Maybe I'm in his territory. LJ says I knew someone. L198 says I knew someone called from the chat. Oh wow. I had no idea. I didn't think anybody was gonna call the police on that one, to be honest. We've got this car coming back this way, my direction, so we'll keep an eye on that little guy. But it's almost like he's trying to creep up on me or something like that. Interesting. I don't know where I put my phone so I could see chat. Feet up? Yeah, right? Just put my feet up in the air. My goodness. Ramon, shout out to one of the members here. My members in the chat here. Welcome, man. Thanks for continuing to be a member. Says, what's going on today? Nothing. We're just gonna sit here and chat about a few things. Just kind of hang out here at the memorial site. No, really, any updates besides the new DNA. That's not new DNA. All kind of wildlife out here. That guy is still sitting there. Maybe we'll keep an eye on him before you guys can see for a moment here. Keep an eye on that little guy. He seems like he wants to kill me. Oh God. He is not afraid at all. Like he is creeping up on me. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, there he goes. Somebody said in the chat the other day that they couldn't live here because of all the lizards. Well, majority of the time they're afraid of you and they run away. They scatter. I don't even know where that little guy went. I mean, he went away and then he came back. Like he's like, bro, you got to get out of here. He's like, you got to go, sir. Yo, Divine, that was a good one. That was a good one. Divine Candor says Sue Ellen's remote lizard. Oh my God, that was just great. I don't know where that thing went. I really don't. That was creepy though. I think we'll probably just stand up for now because I really don't trust that lizard right now. He's kind of like creeping me out a little bit. So I think we're gonna get situated just in case we gotta run. You know what I mean? He smells the pop. I just heard him right now too. I don't know where he's what that little lizard's doing. Oh, here he comes. He's creeping up on me. That little like I think that thing is gonna bite me. By the end of the night, I'm gonna get attacked by a lizard. I can't see him on on the stream here. I'm trying to talk about the case right now, but this lizard is he's disturbing me right now. I don't know if that lizard is like just here to just wander around or he's plotting on me right now. I cannot see him through the camera. Look at him. He's like looking at me right now. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Let's see if he creeps up on me. It's not gonna move at all. Here he comes. He's moving. He's creeping up on me. Slowly but surely. What is that? I've never seen a lizard like that in my entire life. Never. There he goes. I wanna, like, throw a rock at him, bro, like, to see if he'll get up out of here. Looks like a tiger lizard or something, I don't know. Oh, man. Big welcomes, those of you guys tuning in, big welcomes. We're out here in front of Nancy's here, just hanging out, getting ready to just have a small discussion and, just talk about the case, talk about what's new, and just kinda hear everybody's insights on the case. So, man, just mainly today, just theory and speculations. Not too much going on update-wise for those of us that have been highly concerned about the Nancy Guthrie case. We've all just kinda been waiting on the next big update, you know, and we're really at this point waiting on that DNA. Um, 2 of them actually. There's one that's mixed that needs to be unmixed, and then we got the hair, that just went to Quantico, so we gotta talk about that for sure. Um, I think I might just move down a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna sit here with this lizard because he's not scared at all. Normally, a lizard kind of feels you and they just kind of wander off. I guess I could throw a rock at him, and see if he dips out, but I don't know if the lizard's going to. So, and I'm not familiar with that type of lizard at all. It looks like an unfamiliar lizard. Show lizard. Can you guys not see the lizard? Show lizard who's the boss. Pull out my BB gun and just take him out. Let's see if he dips out, but I don't know if the lizard. You guys can't see him. All right, let me see if I can spot him on the cam, and I'll zoom in on him for y'all. All right, let's see. He's very hard to spot on the camera. It's amazing. Think I see exactly where he is at, though. You see him? It's like he wants to come over here and get me or something. I need you to leave, like, right now. I need you to go. It was nice meeting you and everything, but you gotta go. I can't have you wandering around behind look at him, behind me while I'm talking here, and there's no parking right here, so you gotta keep it moving, buddy. Can't have you wandering around behind behind me talking. I don't know what's worse, Sue Ellen or the lizard. My goodness. No, we still love Sue Ellen. We can't, yeah. I still have to find a way. I have a heart, okay? I have a heart, so we still can find a way to love Sue Ellen. I'm just saying. I mean, this bee keeps flying around me. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you kind of hear a bee just wandering around my head. That is the most oddest looking lizard I've ever seen in my life. And only if I could zoom in a little bit more without the shakiness. And he is look at how he just blends in with the terrain here. And it just seems like it's almost like he's a snake. Well, the lizard is harmless. Yeah, I'd say so at this point. But I'm moving away. I don't care. We're moving away from this thing. Watch him come my way. We'll see if he comes my way. Let's move down a little bit and just see if the lizard follows us. If he follows us, then he's up to something. That lizard is being really weird. Anyways, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Name the lizard and be friends. Wouldn't that be a good idea, right? He's just still wandering off in the tree next to me, though. He's moving around. I don't know what he's doing. I'll hear him if he comes up. Nice, we could all see the road actually too. I would pick him up. Man, you're crazy for that one. I had a couple friends like that though. Sue Ellen about to make a beer run? Yeah, you know she's coming down pretty soon. She knows I'm down here, so she's definitely gonna come down here and see who it is if she can't see me from her house up there. I feel like Sue Ellen could see from where she's at because she has a high ground, a nice solid high ground from where her house is at. And if you notice, that house can see right through these trees depending on where she's standing at in her front yard. But I mean, I think she could see, and if I were her during this time, she'd probably put a camera up. I wouldn't doubt it. Get bored when you get older, I think. You don't, yeah, I feel like you have less to do, but I guess you'll be surprised. There's a lot of busy older women out there too. So, but I feel like she'd be bored enough to just throw a camera up there so she could see the road at least, or somewhat of the road. I don't think she could see the road clearly, but I think she can see the road for the most part. I was thinking about walking up that hill on her hill there, taking a little walk. Glad to see you there. Thanks, Karen, for tuning in here. Troublemaker, she needs to mind her business. Yeah, definitely. She doesn't have to be so mean. There are times like where I find myself realizing some things like when I'm right and when I'm wrong, or just understanding a situation that I don't like, and I feel like she could find a way to do that. But that's just me. So what's next, guys? What's next after we get the hair? Like, why isn't anybody talking about that at all? So we get the hair, and then it leads us up to the suspect. Okay, so what happens next after that? You know, how do we still tie this guy here? Are we hoping that once we get the guy, he snitches, or he starts talking? Um, what would be the next step? Would be my question right now. Once we get that here, hey, is it Reese's Carlet? Thanks so much for the $5 super chat. Says Elizabeth will protect you from Sue Ellen. Thanks for sitting at Nancy's. Much love. I appreciate that, Carlet. Linda just became a member of the channel. Welcome, Linda. Thanks for becoming a member of the channel here. I believe the truth is coming soon. Ooh, I like to hear that. That gives me confidence. Sis Robin Ray with the $10 super chat says that's a baby Gila monster. I Googled it. It's very poisonous. Baby reptiles have more venom. So wait a minute. You said it. They have more venom, but the question is, so whatever I'm looking at doesn't have venom or it does? I don't know. I'm kind of confused because I hope that thing doesn't have no venom in it. But I guess that you pretty much said they're harmless, so I think I feel a little safer now. Thanks for that. Yes, so Pima County Fair is gonna go on out here. That's one of the big events that we have every year, mid-April, where they have, like, a big old Ferris wheel and a bunch of nice little rides you can get on, kinda like a carnival. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the carnival, but the Pima County the fair comes out here. I know a lot of people get it in some of their cities or states, so I think a lot of you guys will probably be familiar with it. But yeah, every end of the April, mid-April to the end of April, we get a Pima County Fair. It's a pretty nice ground. It's usually on the Pima County Fairgrounds, on the racetracks. There are racetracks over there. Pretty big area. We usually get like a nice little artist that comes out here. Like I think Nelly, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Wiz Khalifa, all them good little artists that like to come out here. Country superstars, all of them. Once a year, it's always somebody that's on a celebrity level come out. So yeah, the fair is nice. if you are in Tucson visiting, um, around April, like around now, actually, I think it's here already. Stop by the fair, look it up, Pima County Fair. Go check it out. They really have good food. I like to go to the fair for the food. The food is good. Hello, Mindy. Welcome, by the way. Cindy, welcome, welcome. Oh, that car's coming back. So yeah, I was just wanted to kind of chat, guys. Nothing crazy going on. Nothing too crazy. Um, as far as the new development, we've all pretty much learned about that, and that's that hair DNA that um, is being sent from Florida to now Virginia. So they sent that hair out to Quantico, which is what should have been done initially, which is quite frustrating, unfortunately. But CC Moore came out and said it could take a while, um, even for the hair. They said it could take about she said roughly 2 months, but or even longer. So we'll see what happens with that. My thing is, well, what if it's nothing? What do we go from there? Along with the mixed DNA, then we're definitely gonna feel like this case is cold at that point. Because what else do they have to look forward to besides the tips? I feel like the DNA on both ends are gonna be dead ends. I just don't think that's gonna be something that's gonna break this case, but that's just me. You guys know my take on it. I think somebody's gonna have to come forward, and that's the only way. But we really have nothing. There's still no confirmed. It's no confirmed forced entry. So I mean, it's highly questionable thing for me is because that the door wasn't open, and that makes me just believe that someone who knew Nancy or they had access to the house. And that's why I was saying earlier, it amazes me to see how many people have came in on JLR stream today, and every phone call believes it's family related. They believe it's Tommaso. It's amazing. But still no suspect, guys. Still no suspect. Pretty much all we have is a surveillance video. Really nothing beyond that besides the DNA, but that's a hit or miss. Um, and I think the only mistake that they made was the surveillance video. Not only that, the camera. I think there was the one camera that was left on top of the roof in the back that they say that was for the wildlife. But other than that, um, it just almost feels like from the beginning of time, we're just not gonna get anywhere. So no proof of life as well. And I think if even if we don't have any proof of life, we still need to find Nancy regardless. I think we're at that point. We've been at that point where we want to find Nancy dead or alive at this point. We're beyond that point. From what I heard though, based on the DNA that was in the house, uh 5 labs were working on this is what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but I read that, and I was just kind of disappointed. And it's just no way that Nanos has been a sheriff 20, 30 plus years, and you would think he would make the right decision by sending that DNA to Quantico in Virginia. And then from what I've also learned is Pima County, they pay for lab work. They spent roughly 200,000 on a private lab in Florida for a high profile investigations to analyze evidence like this. Um, so I just think the Pima County wasted a ton of money that they didn't even need to waste. So just a really dumb decision on Nanos's behalf to me. Um, he should have just went through the FBI. It's like we're landed in the same place all over again, and it's prolonged because of him. Um, and all that does is create more controversy and just conflict, just conflict. So I mean, the fact that they say that the FBI and the sheriffs have been communicating and they're getting along to me is it's a lie because I mean, we haven't really yet seen them together really much on anything. It's kind of weird. I don't think Savannah's even mentioned anything about the FBI. I think the only person that's been in contact with Savannah is Nanos, according to him. I mean, if, apparently he said that they've communicated at some point in time, but nothing really on the FBI from what I've seen. So they've been really quiet. But Sheriff Nano single-handedly, he prolonged this case right in front of our eyes by having some type of dispute instead with the FBI. It's crazy because, like, despite his experience, like Nanos has, he has a how do you say it? How do you put it in words? I don't know how to put it in words, but he should have relied on the FBI from the get go. It's just sad. It's just sad to see the way this is going. It really is, or the way it's gone. Um, and I just feel like even when he cleared the family, it was just too late. The world already believes what the world believes. No matter what he did, it still didn't change anybody's view on what they think about the case or who did it or who may be involved. But the crazy question for me is, as far as the DNA goes, why wouldn't the lab know their limitations? Like, there's no excuse for this mistake. Like, and I'm pretty sure the Guthrie family's highly upset. I would be. I would be highly upset in this case because that's that. If I were Savannah, I would have called Nanos and cussed him out. Because why wouldn't this lab know their limitations that they can go as far as getting DNA on here? And if they did, they probably made Nanos aware of it, but him with his strong ego, it got in the way of him even listening, and he just fell through with it anyways because he already did. So he might as well fall through with it, right? It's almost like he's just not taking this serious. Like, we have an endangered community, not just locally, but entire across the world. We don't know if this guy could be on the move again. We don't know if he could strike again. We got a beautiful old 84-year-old lady missing, and we have no single clue where she is. No single close lead to find her. I mean, this has just been everywhere since day one, from from where we stand today, at least. I mean, the community's damaged from this. I mean, the world is damaged. It's just awful. It's awful. Locally and from a local, I'm embarrassed. Highly concerned with PCSD. It's just sad to see, potentially another decrease in the homicide clearance rate, just because reports show there's been a decrease over the previous year. So obviously, this is just going to be another decrease homicide wise. 74 days into the case, and we officially find out that Nanos really made another mistake once again. 74 days into the case. Now we're on day, what, 78, 79? I mean, this is crazy. This is just crazy. We had a couple people passing by just now. That wasn't Sue Ellen, though. Lisa says, "You think somebody with a high profile case like this would be doing everything right?" Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more. But the only possible development that we have is the hair. I mean, that's it. I mean, other than that, I don't think anything else is gonna move this case that they have, at least that they've shared to us. As far as them being able to break this case, is that mixed DNA and the the hair. So once they figure this out, and let's just say that it comes to a dead, we're at another dead end, and the DNA leads them back to nobody. It's actually just a family member in the house. Where do they go from there? You know, do they come back and tell us that they're just going to work the tips out that they have? They're still working out the tips. This is just scary. I'm scared. This is scary. Stormy Bell, thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Welcome aboard. I think body may be found soon. They can trace it back. It's possible. Hey, Cajun Florida, big welcomes. Do y'all hear me okay? Vince Trujillo says. No, but we read you okay. I don't know if we can hear you. He says, "Where is Nancy?" Vince Trujillo. I don't know. We're all trying to find out. Shout out Jim Explorer. I think the name is. I seen him on his new motorcycle. I think he rode that thing for like 4 or 5 hours. He's just been on the search out there for Nancy, so that's been cool. Um, Got another lizard alert here. That's not the same lizard, guys. That's a different lizard. These lizards look different here. Keep your head up, Juice. What's up, Justin? Indeed. Yeah, I saw that Jim Explorer out there in Rio Rico, man. Big salutes to Jim Explorer. He's been doing his thing for sure. Pamela, no doubt. Indeed. I appreciate you tuning in here. They need to fire Nanos, Mindy says. Yeah, he's got to go as soon as possible. But I keep asking and no one's talking about it. It'd be nice to hear from somebody like Offendaffer or one of these former FBI agents or detectives where they go from here once he is taken out of office. What changes will probably be made, whether or not. My biggest question would be whether or not the family will continue to still be cleared. I mean, I would only assume so, because I think rightfully so. I don't know if he would be able to change that if he felt otherwise. Let's just say perhaps the new sheriff that replaces Nanos believes that the family is a probable suspect. So, um, how does he address that? Does he just kind of not say nothing and leave it where it stands? I don't know. That's just the only thing that's interesting to me. What's going to happen when we do get a new sheriff, if this even happens? Nanos only has about, man, these lizards are moving today. Nanos only has about 3 days from today. I think today is the 19th, 2 days. 2 days from today. So he has until Tuesday. And then that is it. Well, that's not it after that. That's the it for the deadline as far as him answering those questions to the supervisor's liking, though. Oh no. Oh, there goes that lizard. Uh-oh, don't get ran over, buddy. Oh, he's leaning side to side. He's hitting switches. Oh no. He got a car coming. Oh God. Get out the way, buddy. Oh snap. Oh my god. It's getting crazy out here, lizard crazy. Oh my goodness. My goodness. We almost seen a murder right in front of Nancy's. That's the last thing we need right now, even with the wildlife. Nah, we gotta have a good time sometimes, though, I guess. He lives, guys. He lives. Juice is Nanos in charge of your county. I think he's in charge of part of the county. Because there's certain areas of the Pima County Sheriff Department that he doesn't cover. Because I just know that because I've asked a couple sheriffs what they thought, and they said that that wasn't their. He said that he wasn't part of his county, the part of his county, and then he said that he couldn't say anything because he was on duty. But he did want to say some stuff, and it definitely seemed like it wasn't going to be good. But I think he covers a certain area. I don't think he's the entire Pima County, but I could be wrong. I could have misunderstood the guy. Lucy says the family knows where Nancy is at and knows who did it. I hear that a lot, but I don't know. I'm upside down at this point with it. I'm back and forth, I guess. Sometimes I feel like the family did um play a part in it or they know who did it. Then other times I don't. I mean, it's tough. It's psychic. Big welcome, psychic. Joanne said JLR said you were live, man. Shout out JLR for letting everybody know I was live, man. I appreciate it. I saw him live. I was tuning in on his channel earlier. I saw him taking several calls, a couple familiar people that I saw. So good to see him live today covering the case still as well. I heard a lot of talk about Cameron being a possible suspect. Um, and then they were saying that his car was here day two. So I think February 2nd, they're saying they seen Cameron outside here, parked right up there in the driveway in a white Camry. It was a white Camry, I believe. It's actually kind of hot out here. Let me sit down for a second. Get my camera in place here. And I'm like in the street, so let me get out of the street a little bit. Let's hope a lizard doesn't creep up on me and take me out. What's up? Shout out to LR sending people this way. I appreciate it. We're just hanging out here in front of Nancy's, just kind of having a discussion, guys. So feel free to vent, man. Feel free to let me know where you guys think we stand with the case. Let me know where you think we go from here. Do you think we're gonna find a suspect through the genealogy or the new hair? That's old hair, DNA. Which one will we possibly be done with first? Which one will they finish or get results from first? It's a question as well between the mixed DNA and the actual um, hair DNA that just got sent out just a couple days ago. Soon as I said it was hot out here, my phone overheated, so I apologize, guys. But I think we're back. I got a fan, so hopefully it helps. I'm sorry, guys. Welcome back, though. Phone just overheated out of nowhere, so we'll see if the fan works. But we're back. Welcome back, Buzz. We'll hope that it helps. I'll probably not keep it on too long because I'm sure it's not very nice to hear this noisy fan. And I know I like to hear the sounds like of the birds and whatnot out here. We just overheated, guys. We overheated. Can you guys hear me? Hold on. Loud and clear. We're good. We are good. We're good. Okay. Gotta make sure we're good. I got the fan on the phone. It'll be a little noisy for a second, but I'll turn it off in a minute. Let this phone kind of cool down. I'll kind of casually turn it on here and there. No sheriff so far today. We've been it's been chill so far since I've been here. Haven't seen no Sue Ellen passing by. It's been really chill. No trouble at all. Nice neighbors. Everyone's waved so far today. No concerns for me, at least. We don't hear the fan. Keep it on. Really? That's what I was trying to check. So I was trying to get my hotspot on real quick, if it's on. That lizard's back again. Got it. But I think we're back. Oh, I guess you don't hear the fan very good. That's good. I got all right, fan. So, Sue Ellen's getting used to PD. Zeus, can you post a way for us to help you out, like a wish list? I did. I started a wish list. However, it's not very cheap stuff on there. I couldn't really find anything that because I'm a durability type of guy, I guess. But I didn't really see too much stuff that was on the cheaper side. But I think I put a wish list in the it's kind of a long link. Yeah, I put a little wish list in the description. It's all the way at the bottom, I believe. Um, but again, it's I gotta put more stuff in there. Hi. I gotta put some more stuff in there. Dog did. I should have pet the dog. He got pretty close. I couldn't. I had all this stuff in my hand, like the fan and stuff. Just go in the house. I want to see something. Just tell Nano so we sent you in. Oh, come on. You're trying to get me in trouble, aren't you? I say we'll get a sheriff or two passing by at some point. They always pass by at least once. So we'll see. JLR gave you a shout out tonight. Oh man, much love. Shout out JLR. I appreciate it. He's always showing love. Gotta love that guy. And much love. Shouts to everybody coming over from JLR's, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Catco says, "Stay out the house." Yeah, we got to stay out the house. We can't go in. We can't go in the house. Big shouts to those of y'all tuning in from over on JLR stream here. I was watching for a little second, so good stream from JLR. That was a good stream. Hit that like button. Fish says, "Indeed." Let's get it up to 1,000 likes here. I think we'll get there. We can't pee here either. You know, that was the bad part about it when I got here, guys. That's the bad news that I do have is I do gotta go to the restroom, but I'm good right now. I don't feel like I gotta go, so we're good. Uh, but like I said, I'll hold as long as I can, and then I'll probably call for my ride once I feel like I can't hold it anymore. Because I'm not gonna use that porta potty again, ever again. I learned my lesson. Keep grinding says there's nothing new that's happened at all, really, at all. At least that's what it feels like. Apparently, we're moving in a good direction because we've got hair DNA. Uh, I'm not too excited with it. I think it's not going to move anything, but we'll see. Man, shouts to all the people coming all over from JLRs, man. Welcome, guys. Welcome. It's crazy to see all the people from JLRs. You stink it up in there? Can't do that. Why that right car keep riding by? I think they were trying to get some pictures. I'm not sure what they were doing. I hope this is actually keeping my phone cool. It actually is. This fan is actually working. Somebody told me to go look when I was out at a neighbor's house in the neighborhood, and there were police outside in the front. That there was a white Kia that kept passing by. But yeah, I think this car is passing by again. But I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. I'll look at it tonight, most likely. Maybe they want to stop and talk. Put a fan phone on wish list that attaches to your phone. Yeah, that would be a good one. I think I set up the wish list for anybody to kind of add or remove anything too. Maybe don't remove anything, but you could definitely add. I don't have Starlink. I saw Jim Explorer had that. I thought that was pretty cool. That would be really cool to have. Much love, Michelle. I appreciate you for subscribing and liking. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, they are definitely stalking you for sure. Yeah, we can't use a porta potty strawberry. Hey, welcome in, Cowboy from Texas. I'm glad we can't hear that fan purple. Thank God, because it's kind of loud. But I kind of got it away from the mic, so we're good. Derry says a crime scene is contaminated at this point. The hair won't be admissible in court, even if it was collected just after. Well, I think they collected it the second crime scene, not the first crime scene, is from what I learned. Man, this fan really works. Just get a little tent and bucket. It's actually nice and windy out here too. I don't know about a bucket though. I know you're probably referring to me peeing in a bucket. We can do that. If I have to and it gets that bad, maybe I will, but definitely not during the daytime. Yeah. So the second search fallen, yeah, is when it happened, and they found that hair. The second crime scene. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it could still be relevant in court. I don't think just because it was contaminated, the DNA will be no good, but it's possible. I just think that the DNA is no good, period. I don't think it's going to lead us up to our suspect. I think it's probably going to be a family members, or they might question an old friend, and that's going to get us on another goose trail hunt. And we're all going to think it's this person that they find in the hair, or that they, discover through the DNA with this hair that they got. And that's it. We're all gonna just kind of forget about it, move on, talk about it, bring it up, let it go, bring it up, and then that's it. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's gonna lead us up to our guy. I still think that it takes someone coming forward, and at this point, it just feels like no one is. But people will sit on things and plot for years, and hesitate to come tell somebody what happened here at Nancy's, or just in general, just with cases. Real McCoy says it's not Nancy's hair. I could agree with that. I mean, but I just don't know if it's going to be the actual suspect. And then what makes them think that the suspect's shredded hair, or what makes them think that the hair fell off the suspect? I don't know if I would like to know what the hair kind of looks like. Obviously they're not going to give us those type of details, but does it look like a small prickly hair that might maybe came from a beard, or does it actually look like an actual hair that came from your head? Or maybe does it look like dog hair and they're just taking a risk and hoping that that could be it, that could break this case. Just that made me laugh. No porta potties. Hello, Linda. Yeah, no porta potties, unfortunately. The Uber ride in Annie's house, lots of hair could get on Nancy's clothes and ride home. Yeah. Sharby, welcome. Says Juice Channel chill. Let's keep it that way, please. Indeed. Let's keep it classy. Hey, Marissa, welcome. I'd rather hear about the lizard that's considering taking Juice out. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know where he went. He's somewhere around here still, though. He didn't take off yet. I just haven't heard him. I think I might be able to turn this fan off. The phone seems like it's cool for now. Now we could really kind of hear the environment out here. I just my question is, why make Nancy take a Uber over to Annie and Tommaso's? Why did they let her get in an Uber? That's my question. Why would they let an 84-year-old lady who has a hard time getting to the mailbox? She can only walk to this mailbox on a good day. On a good day. Word from Savannah. So why let her get into an Uber car? I get it. I get it. The Uber car could have pulled up closer. There's plenty of places they could pull up. So that way she doesn't it limits her, walk having to walk so far. But still, you know, I would rather have a son or son-in-law assist me to the car rather than some stranger pulling up in an Uber car, pitch black and, dark at night. It's I don't know. I just don't understand why she took that Uber. And from what I heard today, which I've never heard, is that they were having a party. So that's why Nancy went over there because it was a party. Only 10 minutes away, yeah, and I would say it's 10 minutes with traffic. It's really roughly about 6 to 7 minutes. It's really close, actually. It's only about 2 to 3 lights down from here, from River. Hey, TSKP6XY, thanks so much for becoming a member of the channel here. I appreciate it a lot. Welcome aboard. Has anybody checked the nursing homes? I have no idea. I know somebody called all the hospitals. I don't know if anybody's checked nursing homes. That's a good one. But I doubt she would be there. She went in a Uber, it wasn't dark? Maybe it wasn't dark yet. I don't know what time Nancy left home. See, that's another thing that we don't know. I was assuming that it was either it was getting dark or it was already dark when she left. Because I don't feel like she was there that long, but who knows? But that would be a good question to ask. What time did she take the Uber? Why doesn't the Uber driver speak out? I don't understand why the Uber driver doesn't speak out publicly. I mean, maybe it was somebody who truly just doesn't care about the case or not. And I'm not saying that they don't care because they didn't speak out, but it would just I would I'm just surprised we haven't figured out who this Uber driver was. It was a dinner for her birthday, then they played games. I think they said they left her home at 5 something, so around this time for the most part then. So it was getting starting to get dark. Interesting. So it was birthday night and game night. Maybe the family wanted that as proof to Nancy's whereabouts, and so family would be off the hook. Yeah, but why would you be thinking all of that through, leading up to something bad happening, you know? What would they need to do that for? There would be no need for them to make sure they tracked certain things unless they had something that was gonna happen. But that's a good point. That's a very good point. Being that they're like us assuming that they're involved, maybe they had Annie and Tommaso had her take the Uber over to her house so that they could think or so they believe, you know, that's just what is that what a good comment right there. What a good comment. Man, that's a twisty one right there. Perhaps they had something to do with it and they called that Uber over here or they let her take an Uber, so they could, obviously prove times. Interesting. Man, I know, I thought about that just for fun to be funny, is it Nomi Kai? I don't know how to pronounce that, I guess. It's they say, "Juice, put, this on your list bag, 2026 upgraded urine collection bag, reusable condom, catheters with 1,000 and 2,000 milliliter bags." Come on now, stop it. You know you gotta get that surgically put in, right? Won't work. I hope that is not a honey toad, or horny toad lizard, Barbara, because that's what I was thinking when I saw it the first time. Hey, good evening, Russell, welcome in. Linda says, "Not family." Someone had an interesting theory, on JLR stream earlier, and he mentioned that, they parked in the back, near the back gate, because of the gate being propped open, so that they could take Nancy out through that way, I guess. I guess that would be the reason why they were propped open. And he said that at some point, that's one of the things that went wrong was she had got away, um, and tried to kinda escape through the front door, and that blood stopped th that's why the blood stops there. So that maybe they caught her at the steps right there and then took her back inside, took her through the back, and threw her in the car and got out of here. I don't think so, though. Hey, Valerie, thanks so much for the $10 super chat, I appreciate you. Just got 1,000 likes now? Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, Pam, Emerson. Much love, guys, I appreciate all the likes. Barbara says, "And then the bag into Sue Ellen's when I'm done." Man, you guys are bad. No body, no crime, Angie says. Ooh. Although we have seen people get arrested without a I think I've seen people get arrested without a body. But that's a strong point, and that could be a very strong thing that could play a big part in this, investigation or just this case in general. The fact that there's no body. So say perhaps that they do find the suspect, but he won't tell them where she is or what exactly happened to her. How does that play out in court? Has anyone pulled over there yet? We had a couple people come by and stop and take pictures, but they didn't actually like stop and get out. As far as I know, Jim didn't find anything though. Richard. I believe a pacemaker is surgically put in. I don't think a pacemaker it can be removed on site. Hey, Marissa, thanks for the $10 super chat. She says thanks for being there. Do you know if it's true that Nancy's phone rang just before the perp got there? Haven't heard that one, so I would say no, but you never know because we don't even know exactly what time the perp arrived. We just know that it was in the middle of the night, based on the pacemaker disconnecting at a certain time and then her losing the signal from her phone with the pacemaker, I believe. But it is a surgical procedure for a pacemaker to be put in. It can be removed on site. It's actually inside your heart or near your heart. I'm not too familiar with it, but I know you have to get surgery to get it put in or removed. I believe it helps your heart beat. It's like a heart helper, is what I would call it. Julie says, I can't believe someone can get away with this for 80, almost 80 days. Isn't that crazy? Who would have thought we would still be here 80 days later? Just about. I think today might be day 80, actually. So peaceful out here. Should we take a walk through the neighborhood? Nah, I don't want to lose you guys. Let's put the fan back on the phone just in case it's getting hot again. Yeah, it's kind of getting hot. A Shore says there is where anyone here can express their own opinions and feelings in the case, so no one has to agree on anything. Only thing we know is they saw Nancy last. That is a fact. I could not agree more with that. I really can't. I mean, and that's the biggest problem. Um, we don't know for sure whether they even left when they dropped Nancy off. Hey, Bless Bet the Fight. Thanks so much for the $25 super chat. He says, thank you for all you are doing. I can't believe someone can get away with it for almost 80 days. Much love. I appreciate that a lot. Man, the love has been real, guys. I appreciate you guys for being here, most importantly, though. Maybe if the neighbor installed street lights, Nancy would still be here. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Or maybe we would have captured something on someone's ring camera around here. But if you notice, a lot of these houses do not even face the road. You'd be surprised how many houses here face away from the street. It's almost like there's no point in having a ring camera at some of these houses. Lucy, thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Welcome aboard, Lucy. Why are the neighbors so nasty? I don't know. Good question. I don't know. I mean, it's not all the neighbors. I feel like most of the neighbors want us here, but there are the ones that obviously don't want you here. Yeah, they have a no light, Mary. They have a no light policy in this neighborhood. I don't understand it either. I don't know why you wouldn't want to have lights out here. But the neighbors prefer it for whatever reason. They prefer to have a no light policy here. And I think maybe that has something to do with the wildlife out at night. But it's pitch black here, so you're not gonna see much wildlife. I think you'll more so hear it than anything. They don't have sidewalks either. Yeah, there's no sidewalks in the foothills mostly, anywhere actually. It's definitely a different type of neighborhood for sure. Jason says, "I support all the YouTubers doing a great job, man. Much love, Jason. We appreciate you a lot." Just reading the chat here. It's a pollution thing for the lights in the neighborhood? I guess that's understandable. And after looking at it, it doesn't even seem like they would look right in this neighborhood, but nah, they would fit right in. They would make a way for them to look like they fit here. I've been here all my life and I've never seen lights in this neighborhood, so it would be weird to me to see lights in the neighborhood, but they definitely need it. This calls for lights in the neighborhood for sure. And I feel like an older lady should be safe, especially living in a nice neighborhood like this. She should be safe, you know? She should be safe, period. Like, no one should go in a house and do that. But I just feel like there are certain things like street lights that make you feel safe in a neighborhood. That's not one of them here. Marissa says the 911 call also Nano said was Saturday night. I would like to hear the call. Oh my God, don't we all? We want to hear that 911 call so bad. Because we want to know whether they were emotional, they were distressed, were they talking with a sense of urgency, were they seem like they were just completely like concerned, that phone call might just tell us everything. Why did Annie wait so late to reach out to Savannah? I've heard she didn't want to bother her because she's a busy lady. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know why she waited. I mean, it seems like Annie waited. I can't say for sure because I don't know for sure, but it seems like Annie waited for longer than she needed to reach out to Savannah to let her know what's going on. Not only that, why didn't she reach out to Savannah first before she called the police? Miriam says, "Bullshit, I think she cleaned up first." Yeah, and from the times that we have, although they're not factual times, with some of the times on the timeline, um, it's possible that, they did clean up, whoever it was, because they obviously had a lot of time. Chris James, I appreciate the, $5 super chat there. Much love. He says, "How's it going?" It's going all right. It's been a rough weekend, but being here and talking to you guys is making it better. So my weekend just got a lot better. They said the house was immaculate. Yeah. And that's a highly questionable thing, don't you think? Because if you're kidnapping somebody, you would think that the person that's going in there is gonna be moving with a sense of urgency to get a job done, right? So it tells me that they had enough time to go back, clean up, mark retrace their steps, make sure nothing's out of place. They were smart enough to leave her phone behind. They were smart enough to damage the important cameras, although we don't know what they've gotten from the camera that they did leave that was in back on the top of the home. Remember when we saw the FBI agents just sitting out, well, they kept going to the roof. Remember that. So hopefully they were able to somehow, retrieve some type of footage from that camera, but it just almost feels like they weren't able to get anything. But that's also why we feel like the FBI knows a lot more than what they're telling us. At least that's one reason. Not only that, I think a lot of us feel like with the Ring camera, they've got more footage. Wonder if anything was on Nancy's phone or if the perp cleared her phone. If the perp cleared her phone, and everybody has a password on their devices nowadays. I don't know if Nancy did, but I'm gonna assume that Nancy had a password. If the perp cleared her phone, that would mean that that person definitely knew Nancy. Is there a tree house in the backyard? Can someone tell me? I don't think so from what I've seen. I don't think there's a tree house. So many women walk alone in this neighborhood. Absolutely mind blowing. Olive Sheep says, "Yeah, don't you notice that as well?" Yeah. Every now and again, I do see couples that are walking through the neighborhood, but a majority of the time, it is women walking around by themselves or with another woman. Is there a tree house? So there is a tree house. I'd have to pull up a picture. I don't know if I could find a picture right off the bat here, but I've never seen a treehouse back there. I guess I don't know exactly what a treehouse would look like because I've never had one, but it is a fairly big backyard, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a treehouse back there. Some say there's a possibility that Cameron could have even been here the night it all happened. I saw on JLR stream they were questioning how he got here so fast, or before Savannah. So they have an old treehouse in the back. I gotta check that out. Never seen a treehouse back there at all. Looking it up as we speak. We'll see if we can find a picture of the backyard. Yeah, how do you get an old lady up a tree? I don't know. I don't know what the thing is for the treehouse actually, but I've never. It's just interesting because I've never seen a treehouse in the back. I guess I never paid enough attention to see if there was an actually a treehouse. So let's look. Where would that treehouse be though? Sometimes I wish I could just walk back there. But when you're looking at the house in the back, where would it be? Behind the fence. Treehouse is next to 857 Scooter. Say what? Outside the brick wall. So, I mean, I see a tree here, and then I see a tree up top over there. I don't really see very many trees that look like a tree house to me. Maybe I need to look up what a tree house looks like, but it's not what I'm thinking in my head. Behind the small casita. So, I mean, I see a tree in here, but that wouldn't be in the backyard. That's outside of the backyard. And the casita is over there under a tree. Yeah, I think you can't see it from the angle that I'm looking at. But there's not nothing behind the casita. There's a wall behind the casita. So with Mark's footage, you're able to see it. I got you. Um, Let me see here. I think somebody sent me a picture from inside of from actually inside of the guest house. But I'm not certain if I still have the picture. So maybe never mind. Jim found a bag of human hair? No way. Where was this that he found that hair? Jay Star, how you doing? He says, Juice, how long have you been a streamer? Well, I'm very new to crime. It's probably like my second or third month in crime. I streamed for about 3 years doing gaming, but I was commentating on the game. I wasn't really playing the game. I was more so commentating. I was doing a lot of playing before I actually commentated, but streaming wise, about 3 years. So I'd say I got a good like 4 or 5 years in the streaming. I never actually quit completely. I mean, well, I did quit for about a year or two, but I was still off and on occasionally. Jeep passing by, stopping by, checking out the memorial site. Maggie says no lights in the area due to the university's astronomy? I don't know how to pronounce that. Astronomy program. Thanks for being there. Much love, Maggie. I appreciate it. I didn't know that. I kind of think I've heard something like that. I want to say I've heard something like that. So, university's astronomy program. I've never heard of that, but it sounds really familiar. Thanks for the $10 super chat, Maggie. Yeah, y'all leave Denise alone. Don't be messing with Denise in the chat. We got to keep it classy, folks. We all got to get along somehow, some way. We're not going to agree with everyone's opinions and insights on things, but all we can do is try to enlighten one another based on our facts that because we obviously know people. Some people have interesting facts and we or speculations, theories. And you know, obviously we want to make some of others believe that what they believe is totally off. But that's all you really can do. But there are some very interesting theories out there for sure. There's some that are so odd that they make me rethink things sometimes. Dove cooing? Yeah, you guys hear that? That sounds real nice too. I like that. I like to hear that sound. And all the bird chirps to go with it. Sounds really nice. Jim did not report the hair. No, that's the last thing I want to hear, Julie. I hope he did. We need everything we can get right now. So, I mean, he should probably turn that hair in. Pool guy used to come by weekly. Yeah, and we saw the pool guy here. Sue Robert Ray says that in the chat here. We saw him here, I think, once or twice, maybe twice. I think at least once I've seen the pool guy here. We haven't seen much activity wise as far as maintenance or the pool guy or just anything as far as whatever surrounds maintenance or anything needing to be done around the house. We haven't really seen much activity. I hear an owl. No, no owl. I don't hear an owl. I think it's I don't know what it is. I don't think it's an owl though. Astronomy. Astronomy. I think I had it right, Goro. I think I got it right. I need to learn how to read better at least. Hey, Binky Files, welcome. Good to see you back in the chat. Welcome, Binky Files. Much love, much love. Funny you said no owls and then the bird made noises. Yeah, right. This car just went down and now he's turning around. We'll see if he kind of says hello or it says something weird. Maybe not. checking out the scene, just peeping the scene. People are concerned. They are concerned. That's an undercover? Nah, no undercover. He's got a muffler delete on that thing and everything. Is that the cop? No, no cop. That's an older Charger too. They'd probably be in a newer Charger. Goldie Shannon, welcome. Shout out to my members here tuning in. Good to see a lot of members here in the chat. Don, welcome as well. Goldie, I saw it. It's too late. No, it wasn't an undercover, guys. It was an older Charger. It was a younger couple together, just kind of passing by. Had a Jeep coming down there, but he just he just turned right now. So, man, I have to say the phone runs a lot better with this fan on it for sure. I got to use this fan more often. It's actually rechargeable. I think we got it at for my birthday from Five Below. Sue Moreno, thanks for tuning in. Says, "Are you from Tucson?" Born and raised. I've been here all my life. I am a local for sure. What's up with those clouds? Strange. I know it looks like it's gonna rain, but it's not. It's not gonna rain at all. But it does look like it. Really. Let me get my charger so I can see chat here on my other device. 1 second, chat. If it will charge. I got to get a new cord for this phone. Oh God. Just drop the phone. This fan kind of keeps the bugs out of my face too. Oh yeah, it's actually charging good. Cops coming? Hey, let them come on out. Tell them let's have a discussion about the case. Let's talk. AJ Star, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, by the way. Says you have a very good voice for it and explaining things to us. I try. I try. I got to get better. I- There's there's some things I'll be working on for sure. I got a long way to go. So we know that Nanos has got 2 days now, 2 days left. Don't forget, we're still waiting on the results with the petition. I still got to make way down there to sign the petition because I'm definitely in on it for sure. I believe it's time for him to go. Several people have told him to resign. He's not taking them up on it at all. He's, I guess, one of those guys that lets his ego get in the way of his pride. I mean, he don't listen to nobody. Okay, he's one of those guys that does what he wants to do. And I think Nanos is somebody who's going to wait until they actually kick him out of there. But yeah, he's got 2 days, guys. 2 days, the 21st, until he's got to turn in that if he hasn't turned it in already. But he's got some questions that he has to answer that needs to be answered to the liking of the supervisors. And then obviously for the petition, it's 120,000 votes needed. However, I don't know if we'll reach that amount or really exceed that amount because we really need more than that to for sure get 120,000 signatures. And it only makes sense because there's going to be people that are going down there to do the signatures that aren't inside of the Pima County because you need to be within the Pima County. Um, so yeah, I think there'll be a lot of signatures that aren't valid, as they've said. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But he's still got time with that. But as far as the questions that need to be answered, this is what might get him out of office even quicker. I just don't know when they're going to, I guess, how long they're gonna take to get back to us as far as his questions go, or back to him really. What's the turnaround time? Once they get these questions answered from Nanos, how long does it take for them to look over those questions and make their decision? Will you attend the meeting? I haven't heard about a meeting, but yeah, if there's a meeting, I would love to go in there and attend the meeting for sure, without a doubt. Hey, Jackie, thanks so much for the $20 super chat. Much love, Jackie. Are we going for a walk? Should we? I think we should. I've been thinking about it. But yeah, it's on Tuesday. On Tuesday. Um, oh, the meeting's actually on Tuesday? So they're gonna answer those questions on the deadline? Or is it a meeting in regards to the questions? I haven't heard about that. Will you be outside for Tuesday? I'm not sure. I mean, if there's a meeting, I would love to be there. That's for sure, especially if I'm able to record in there. Yeah, we might need to start making plans to be there. Last time you moved, the cops came? Yeah, they did though. I want them to pet them dogs. Yeah, I guess we coulda asked, huh? Nah, I don't wanna bother the neighbors though. Let's go walk a minute. Let's walk. Which way should we go? Should we go the way that they're going, or should we go the other way near the porta potty area? I service. If we lose service, we'll probably just come back. I've been wanting to walk the neighborhood though. I haven't went that way, but I think we lose service when we're going that way. I'm not sure. I think we'll lose. There's a chance we may lose service either way. No cops though. I don't think we're going to get any cops here. At least not bothering me. At least I think they'll come by and just pass through. I always find that there's more cops at night on the weekends, but less during the day, especially on Sunday. Sunday's the day where you see less cops. I think just for me, from my experience locally here, I see the least amount of cops on Sundays. So I could only be sure probably that there's not very many cops working this area today. JLR must have Starlink for sure because his phone is it's pretty clear, and he doesn't seem to lose service much. Not toward the porta potty. Tuesday, I'm hearing people are saying in the chat that the meeting's on Tuesday. Hey, good night, Virginia. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate your company tonight. Act like you're using the porta potty to see if Sue Ellen calls the police. Yeah, right. I think we did that yesterday. It didn't work with Alex and I. I was telling you guys that Alex was going to the bathroom, and the chat was telling me to be quiet and not say that on stream. But car passing by here. Well, they might be getting out. It's like they're pulling over. Yeah, they might be getting out, folks. We might not be going on a walk just yet. Let me turn my fan off. I'm gonna get ready to go on our little walk here if we go on a walk. Now, yeah, they look like they're still pulling over. Let's see. There's no parking there. You guys gotta get back in your car and go. There's no parking there. Go now. I'm calling the police. Joking, I'm joking, guys. So sad. Well, we'll see if Sue Ellen comes down. We got some people visiting, so we'll see if she comes down. I hope she doesn't, though. I might have to even have some words with her if she does decide to come down here. I don't know if I want to bother them. Someone said, "Don't walk, please." I just hope I don't lose service. That's the bad part about walking. In this neighborhood, the service is not very good. So they're talking about the front door. The most creepiest thing about the house is that front door for sure. No doubt about it. So they're saying it's such a beautiful house. And it is. It's a really beautiful house. I can tell this house has been redone as well. It's also been redone at some point in time. But everybody refurbishes their home at some point in time. You know, at first I was going to park here and stand my ground. But once I realized how serious they were enforcing it, I wasn't even worth it at that point. I decided not to even bother parking here, just because I don't believe that they should be doing something like that. I don't think, I just don't think it's something that they should be able to enforce. I think that it's a public road. Not only that, it's a neighborhood amongst several people, not just one person. And then they didn't really have a logical reason why they enforced the rule. It's kind of private, but I think we all know why they enforced the no parking rule was to keep the media out of here. There's no other reason why they wouldn't. And that's probably to give the neighbors some type of privacy. Um, but I think knowing that it's something that's not going to last forever, they could just let it be for now. Nice people, though, it seems. They came by to visit the site and talk about the house a little bit. Started to ask them a question or two, but nah, it's best let everybody just kind of visit the site in peace sometimes. Did you see what Slew said about the Richard No Leg guy? No, I haven't. I haven't actually saw that. Hey, Ginger, welcome, big welcome. Glad to see you here, a part of the channel today. She says she is new. Big welcomes. Watch the clip of 857 in the Flying V restaurant, then get back to me. What I miss? Authorities should be embarrassed for the no parking rule. Yeah, because not only that, but it shouldn't be their focus at all. They should have so many things going on rather than spending and wasting the time to try to figure out how they can enforce a rule to keep the media out is a little crazy to me. Because regardless, as you can clearly see here, I'm here, so you really can't keep the media out if they wanted to be here. They was coming to talk. I don't think they were coming to talk to me at all. They were just coming by to visit and talk about the house. Yeah, they were just coming by to visit. Venus thinks they were coming by to talk to me. See, they could have. They're more than welcome. It did kind of look like maybe not smile. Yeah, it looked like they were coming by to visit or to talk to me for a second, but I couldn't. I just couldn't read it. Usually, I'm pretty good at reading people. Sherper says, "Are you hungry? I would bring you dinner if I lived there." Yeah, I'm very hungry. Actually, I haven't really ate much today. The only thing I've had today was eggs and um, hash brown. But I'm good. I'm good. I can go a long time without eating, which isn't healthy, but I mean, I'm good. What's on the side of the road in the black bag behind you, Juice? In the black bag behind me. I don't see a black bag. Down there at the end of the road, right there. Not the end of the road, but on the right, that black little thing is my light. Because I know I'll be, excuse me, I know I'll be out here while it's dark. We usually stay till nighttime, and we need that light. So that's what that is. Across from the garden. Yeah, that's my light. Hey, Quad Skater, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you all for being here with me in the chat as well as those um got a car coming, going kind of slow. I guess they're not going too slow. Somebody said Juanita pulled over and Sue Ellen's husband tried to take her disability plaque card out of the car, all charges against her. Yeah, I heard something similar to that. I believe that Juanita has a lawsuit on Sue Ellen from what we heard. Hey, KC, welcome back. Good to see you in the chat, by the way. She says, check his live out today. I think anyone that's hanging out at Nancy's, especially when it's dark, might want to remember his face. That way you know the truck and etc. Ooh, I'm not too sure what you're talking about. Flowers look good, fall. They look good. The site looks good. It looks like maybe Lauren may have came by and rearranged it a bit, touched it up a little bit. Yeah, I had a feeling this car looked like he wanted to stop a second ago when he came by. I guess they're just checking out the front door. Everybody likes to see that front door. Yeah, everybody likes to see the front door. Much love though, KCK, by the way, for the $10 super chat there. Sloop is live right now. Is he talking about Richard? Richard is creeping. From what I heard, the authorities that got involved with contact with the authorities. From what we've heard, I don't know if that's true though. Nancy could be next door. Yeah, anything is possible at this. Anything is possible. Here comes the couple with the little dogs. Oh, I think we just saw them not too long ago, huh? Good call. Inmate says, I just hope Nancy didn't suffer. Yeah, I agree. I could not agree more. see my vape smoke everywhere. My goodness. Juice, did y'all hear the noise the other night behind where you sit when Alex was there? No, I didn't. What was the noise sound? Tell me, please. I definitely want to go hear that. You know, a lot of people are saying that well, chat, it did it again. It did it again. We overheated again. I don't know how we keep overheating, but it keeps happening. But we're back. We're back. We're back. I went to touch the lighting. I was messing with the lighting on the phone, and it just boop, popped up overheating on me. So won't do that again. I think the lighting is actually on now, so that's a good thing. But we did overheat just now, and I apologize, guys. I'm trying. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. It's tough out here in the heat. It's not even that hot. That's what's crazy to me is it's not even hot out here. It's 81 degrees. My girl's asking if she wants me to come back and pick me up because orders are slow on Instacart. She's doing some Instacart for me right now, and the orders are super slow. It's 81 degrees. So, and my phone keeps getting hot for whatever reason. I don't know why. This always happens to me a couple times when I come out here, and then it just stops doing it after a while. So, yeah. So tired of this phone doing this. Maybe we got to get, will Starlink help the phone from overheating? Maybe that'll help. No, I don't think so. 37 degrees where you're at right now, Sandra. That's insane. I could not live in that weather. Your volume is low again. It always happens after you buffer. Really? Let me check. Yeah. I'll try to turn it up a bit here and see if it works. How you guys doing? Let's see if it works. How you guys doing? I think we're good. It's pretty loud. Is it better now? Okay. Yeah, they said hello. They said hello. Both of them actually. 8 kids killed in Louisiana, Mr. Phillips says? No way. I hope not. Well, hopefully Sleuth Intuition was able to find something in Canyon Rose Lake. I don't think that they found anything over there. I don't even think that Nancy's even down there. I think Richard Nolette is just telling a bunch of lies just because he wants attention and money. It seemed like he was more interested in that than actually telling us where Nancy was. I also don't think he's live right now currently. Somebody was saying that he was live, but I think he was live earlier. So peaceful out here. It really is. It's really nice to come out here to Nancy's house. I actually enjoy it. Nice to come out here, get away, spend some time here alone. It's not a bad neighborhood at all. It's still not bad here. I mean, despite what happened, it's still not a terrible neighborhood. It's still not a bad place to come. I hate to see people saying that they wouldn't come here after what happened here. It really hurts me to see that, because it is a good place. It really is. Time out humanity. Thanks so much. Love you too. I appreciate it. I really hope we don't overheat again, guys. I'm hoping not. So bear with me if we do. I don't know why this phone always overheats on me. Things happen all over the world. I would move to Tucson. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I couldn't agree more. We're just not used to anything like this happening here, and I think that goes to show how less from everyone else that we deal with crime. We don't deal with crime as much as other people like this, at least. Hey, much love, Joyce. I appreciate you stopping by and tuning in. She says, new here. I like your channel. Stay safe. Much love, Joyce. Man, much love, you guys. Mary Dry Town. Thanks so much. I love the desert and mountains. Gorgeous. Same here. Same here. Is it T Slay? Unfortunately, people will play on the heartstrings of others in situations like this. Yeah, like Richard. Trying to keep this phone cool with this fan here. Sherper, thanks so much for the $20 super chat. Call for a pizza. Unfortunately, I won't see that $20 for probably another month, but I appreciate that a lot. I'll wait till I get out of here. And then maybe try to get some food. I'll be okay. I'm fine. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. All the love and support means a lot, guys. But most importantly, like I said, it's I just appreciate everybody just being here in the chat, chatting with me, and just trying to be here for Nancy and help find Nancy. I think we just got a new member. I was trying to see who that was. Lipstick Spirit. Thanks so much for becoming a member of the channel. Wow. Welcome aboard. Psychic says I want nuggets. That sounds good. With some barbecue sauce. There are a lot of neighbors that are nice here. Majority of the neighbors are nice. I don't know why people think that the neighbors are mean here, but they're really all nice neighbors, to be honest. Louisiana is dangerous. Yeah, every place is dangerous. I mean, you never know where a killer could roam, you know. So I mean, every place is dangerous. Alan Harris with the $5 super chat. Thanks so much for Alan Harris. Man, much love, guys. You guys do not have to donate. I truly appreciate it. I truly don't think they would travel with her. It's not an easy task. I don't believe they would go through all that trouble, not thinking she's in that lake at all. If anything, she's near. I think as far as they would have gone would be across to Mexico. I don't know why. Something just tells me she's in Mexico. I just don't see a better place to take a body besides Mexico. $15, not 5, man. Much love. Much love, guys. I appreciate you guys for caring, for real. But every day, we'll either if I'm here or at home on stream, we'll keep everybody updated. We'll keep everybody informed of anything that may be possibly developing in the case that's new, that may break the case, just anything pertaining to the case that's new information that we all learn. I will definitely be here to present that to everybody and inform everybody of that. I mean, we all deserve to know. We're all concerned. We all want to know where Nancy is. We all want to find this perp. Uh, so, I mean, I would definitely do my best to keep everybody informed. And I appreciate everybody for helping me continue to try to push the public awareness out there and just try to help with the case in any way. I mean, that's why we're here. I don't think she left the 2-mile radius. But where would she have gone? Where would they have taken her? besides Mexico, what would have been a good place for them to take Nancy? I can't really think of a good place that they could have taken her, besides Mexico. Hey, Laura Martinez, thanks so much for the $20 cash app there. I just seen that. Much love. God, you guys are crazy. Much love, guys. She's somewhere on private property, I think, or in water. I've heard that. I've heard in a freezer. Yes, Nana says in the freezer. Man. Bella says 1.4 likes. Congratulations. Thanks a lot, Bella. Yes, we have reached 1.4 likes. Maybe we'll get the video to 2,000 likes tonight. Who knows? You should pin your Cash App and PayPal and Chime. Uh, 'Cause I'm not really here for the money, guys. I don't really feel comfortable doing that. I guess I could for those that really want to donate. I mean, it is much appreciated, but I don't want to seem like I'm here for the donations because we're definitely not. Don't even know if I'm able to pin on from the phone. I don't know if there's a way for me to do that at all. It's not really an option. Linda says it's okay, just accept the gift you. You need a new phone. I definitely do. I'm on an iPhone 15, guys. I'm not on the newest iPhone. Maybe when I get my, 'cause I got hit by a U of A student, so maybe with my settlement, I'll get a new phone or something like that. We could take a little walk. Let me get my flashlight. This phone overheats, just bear with me, but I've had the fan on it for quite some time, so hopefully it doesn't, overheat. It usually doesn't overheat in the night, but we'll see. How you guys doing? Yeah, that's mine. Don't worry, I'll get all my, yeah, of course. Keep it on my chair for now until I get back. Still asking about my, my drink that was on the floor there. She probably thought I was gonna leave my trash, but one thing I always do when I leave here is after I get off my trash. I never leave trash out here. That would be wrong for me to come out and leave trash on the floor. Can't do that. That was kind of rude, low key, but it's okay. I'm literally sitting right here. Like, why would I? I'm not even going anywhere yet. Yeah, that was a little kind of a little weird. Not your trash. Yeah, it's my trash. What? And what? What? It's not even trash. See my Gatorade? I'm gonna fill it up. Pour this in there for all you know. But it was sitting on the side, and she, whatever. I love you too, neighbor. Your new neighbor that doesn't live here, Troy Bradshaw. It's nice to see people really still stopping by often around here. People really still care. People really still are in tune. Yeah. And the most amazing thing is they're turning back around and they're walking back this way. She probably feels dumb because I'm not even leaving anywhere right now. And I was just getting ready to take a little walk, but now I'm not going to take a walk yet. Rhonda House with the $5 super chat. Thanks a lot, Rhonda House. I appreciate you. The world cares about Nancy and wants justice, says Kuna Berger. Yes, indeed. Pay her no mind or attention. Yes. I got my light ready to go here. I feel like it needs some batteries. Maybe it's not that dark out here and it just doesn't seem bright. So we won't keep that light on yet. Got to conserve the battery. That truck just came. Now they turned around. So it looks like they're just trying to see the site again. See. How you doing? Yeah. These people are coming back too that asked me about the trash. I've set it under right under everyone's nose. She believes her house and she's between her house and the house for sale. Wow. That's possible. It's a possibility. That is a possibility. Oh, so they're actually walking around picking up trash. Good neighbors. Good neighbors. So they weren't trying to cause any trouble. They were just trying to pick up some trash around here. Good neighbors. He's got a bag in his hand, so they're just kind of picking up. No, I actually need my cup, so otherwise I would have let him take it. That's good. Good neighbors. Keep the animals away, huh? Maybe. I'll make sure it's in my chair so nobody messes with it till I get back. We're probably not gonna go very far because it's getting actually really dark. So I know a lot of you guys are gonna get nervous for me and tell me to call for my ride because it's getting dark. I'll be fine. Don't worry. We're good. I just hope I don't lose you guys. Someone told me not to go the way of the porta potty. I guess we should go the way of where they're walking. I'm not sure. This neighborhood gets very, very scary at night, folks. It's very, very scary for a lot of us walking around this neighborhood with no flashlight. And my flashlight only does so much. So the question is, which way am I going? Don't tell me that was the lady that flipped me off. Maybe it wasn't. No, if they don't go in that house right there, that's not her. Walk from the direction of Sue Ellen's. Uh, Sue Ellen is up the hill, so that wouldn't take me anywhere. That would just take us up and then back down. I mean, we could take a small walk. We don't have to walk through the neighborhood. We could walk up to Sue Ellen's and walk down. We could exercise our rights. Why not? They just wanted to see you. No, don't walk to her house. Getting dark fast. It has been getting dark very fast out here. Stay, it's too dark. I say we walk for just a second down the road. We can go right in the porta potty area and then turn around. We don't even have to go very far. Show people that they car could sit there and see the front door. That's one thing I wanted to bring to you guys' attention tonight. So you see the door, so we know where we're at, and I hope I don't lose you guys here. I'll try to move slow as I possibly can. You see the door here? All right, so there's the door. I'm gonna do a 360 right here from the door to the hill. So there's the hill, and that hill goes up to Sue Ellen's. Some people believe that the perp went up there and parked up there. And you can see the house from here. If you're in that house and you live in that house up here, you can see that house. You can see the house from here. So I'm only assuming from that house you can see from down this hill. Sue Ellen, here we come. I would like to see myself if the suspect may have parked up here just to see if he hides from the street. That's my thing. Does he hide from the street? So perhaps he is sitting waiting for that call, waiting for the, his buddy to say, "We're ready, let's go." Um, for whomever was sitting here in this car up here, my thing would be, you know, would he be out of the way? So if a car passes by down there, will it not see a car up here? Perhaps the lights are turned off. And I want to say so. Yes, that theory would be true. So if he parked up here and shut his lights off, a car passing by would still be able to see if a car was sitting up here if he was looking up here. But if you wrap around the wraparound, it doesn't. You cannot see up here. I don't think Sue Ellen's home. So if the car is here, hey, there's a chair in the middle of the interesting, and a whatever that is. You could put a body in that and carry that. I never thought about that. Whatever that's called, you could carry a body out in that. Huh. A wheelbarrow, that's what it's called. Thank you, Golf Twins. Yes. Glad you guys are still with me because I thought I would have lost service up here. It's Sue Ellen's. I don't think she's home. Looks like there's no cars in the driveway, so I'm only assuming she's not home. That's why we haven't seen any activity, folks. Wow. I know. Why would that even be there? Why is there a wheelbarrow and a chair in the middle of the thingamabobber here? Interesting. Maybe she is at church. Oh, a car's coming. Let's hope this is not her. Maybe we'll make it down this hill before it's too late. Oh, shit. Excuse my language. My goodness. I thought it was Sue Ellen. My heart dropped. Not that it matters because we're not doing anything wrong. But I always wanted to walk on that hill. I haven't got to walk on that hill yet. The evil neighbor, folks. There she is. That was her house right there. I'm not too sure, 100% sure where her house is at. Stop. That was there before Nancy was taken. It's visible on Google Maps, dated before she was taken. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know. I've never been up there before, so I didn't know. I was just asking why it was there. Why would that be in the middle of the thing? It might represent something. Maybe something that happened in the neighborhood. You never know. But the only way a car would not be visible, you saw it here, would only be is unless he went and wrapped around the loop around up there. So if he went around that loop that's up there, he would have to sit on the other side of the loop. So right on the other side of that loop, right on the other side of that tree right there, he would have had to sit on that other side. Perhaps the suspect did park up there for the getaway car, for whatever car that they used. Some of us believe it was a Kia Soul. So it's questionable. It's questionable. Who knows? I thought that he may have parked down there at the end of the road and parked on the side of the road, but it just sounds more logical to be out of the street. Perhaps a sheriff does come down the road. It would only be more logical that you're not in sight at all. Out of sight, out of mind. Now, we understand that there are sheriff patrolling this neighborhood, but being that this didn't occur at the time, if there was a sheriff on patrol and patrolled this neighborhood at any point in time that night, chances are likely that he didn't go up that hill, turn around, and go through. Most sheriffs patrolling a neighborhood don't go through every no outlet. So, but now, yeah, they go through these outlets. At least when I'm here, I've seen them go up the road here, turn around, and then come back out. Let's take a walk this way really quick, and then we'll kinda sit back down and chat before we get out of here. This is the direction that I went for the porta potty. I'm afraid to go the other way because I feel like we may lag out. But we won't go too far. We'll just kinda walk down a little bit and then turn around because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose service here. We'll be safe, guys. We're good. Watch out for snakes. Yeah, not worried about snakes. We're good. Take it real slow too, so I don't move the camera too much. It's already hard to keep it focused while you're walking. Sue Ellen is not a nice, friendly woman. Yeah, seems that way. It seems like she's not very nice at all. I really wanna take a night walk through this whole neighborhood. It would really be nice to take a real nice night walk through here. It's not fearing to me to walk through this neighborhood. There's really nothing that makes me nervous walking through the neighborhood. Some say the suspect may have revisited the neighborhood, just after the kidnapping or during the crime scene times, but, I don't think so. I think that guy left when he had the opportunity and never looked back. My apology, guys, it's a little tough to see chat while I'm walking and holding this light. I'm trying to see a couple things here and there as I'm walking. CL, big welcomes, by the way. 515 in the chat. Shout out to one of the members here in the chat. Good to see you back in the chat, 515. Let me try a different degree of the light to see if it helps see more in front of us here. Hold on. See if this helps at all. Maybe not. No, it doesn't help at all. No, so we'll keep it out in front of us here. It's a really nice house. Is this the house we went to with the books that we saw? Yeah, there's like a little library. Somebody told me if I take a book, I got to bring it back. I don't want to stop because I don't want to startle anybody. You need a spotlight to see out there? Yeah, and this is my little spotlight. It's actually not the biggest light, but I mean, it's a decent light. So somebody thinks that Nancy is somewhere in the neighborhood about 2 miles out from her house, a 2-mile proximity. Here's the porta potty, guys. A 2-mile proximity. I would argue that no, she's in Mexico. Some people say under the house, maybe nearby the neighbors in a fridge. Whew. I don't know what to believe anymore, guys. It's hard to believe anything at this point. But I'm sticking with my theory. She's in Mexico. She's nowhere here in Tucson, Arizona at all whatsoever. Could there have been a chance that she was in Rose Canyon Lake? Yeah, it's a possibility. It's I would say that it would be really easy to get away with things going up to Mount Lemmon because there's not much police activity. There are rangers up there and sheriffs, but I would argue that they didn't take her up there. And I think a lot of people are aware that when you do put a body in water, it comes back up. But Richard Nolette on Swift Tuition Stream did say that the body was weighted down. Don't know if he thought this through to make his story make more sense, but even then, it's questionable whether some parts of the body still may not come up depending on how it was weighted down, what it was put in. It's really hard. It's hard to believe that story. I like this driveway right here. So we're gonna turn around. We've gone far enough. We're pretty much almost to the end of the road, to be honest. I like the lights on that house right there. Hopefully everybody's able to get a decent sight at night. It's really hard to see out here and probably scary for most people, but it's pretty chill. And your eyes kind of adjust in the dark, so it's a really long driveway. Wow, what a house. Could Nancy be in one of these houses over here? Is it possible? It is, but I don't think so. Yeah, I love the colors on that house. That was beautiful. All right, we're gonna spin around, head back, sit down, chat. I'll probably get out of here for the night, but I'll probably come back out tomorrow. If I don't make it back out, it'll be for sure here on Tuesday night evening. But we'll walk back to Nancy's from here. It's pretty much all the way dark out here. What a good view right here. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at the city. Love it. With the trees. Might have to screenshot this one. Nice view. One of these guys got a better view inside their house for sure. Love my city. I've been here all my life. I love it. Love it. Beautiful view. Dreams come true. We'll all have a house like that someday. We'll all have a driveway like that someday. Very nice, though. Even this driveway is a nice driveway as well. Very nice neighborhood. Crime says, "Shit, my dream house is only 350K." Yeah, tell me about it. Just to own a house alone is a blessing because we know how tough it is. Just look at how dark the street is, guys. Oh my god, it just kills me every time. Yeah, I mean, we have dreams of just owning a house in general. I mean, just to say you own a house is a blessing alone. So, owning $1 million home is a whole 'nother story. Does your neighbor have lights? So, it looks like a lot of these neighbors don't use lights from what I can see. You can clearly tell they don't use any lights around here. Let's look. There's no lights on. Lights inside houses, those are the only lights that you see. Otherwise, you don't see any lights out here at all. We got the abandoned house, which would be one of Nancy's nearest neighbors. These houses are just so gapped out. They're just so gapped apart. It's like you don't have a neighbor. And, I used to pass houses, the KB homes where the houses are super close, they're together. You know how, it'll look like a duplex where one house is two. I used to always say that I would never wanna live like that, but being that what happened here, I guess it wouldn't be so bad having a close neighbor, because when you have something happen like this, it's it was something that was really, really needed, because had she had a neighbor that lived close by, it would have changed things a lot, and they probably would have thought twice about committing the crime that they committed. I wanna get a book because I wanna start reading books. I don't really read books yet, but this is a new time in my life, and I gotta find out if you guys have any good recommendations on books, let me know. Maybe we'll start with a crime book or some sort like that. So, we're almost back to Nancy's. We're almost back, and when it gets dark out here, it gets dark, guys. It is pitch black. We are finally completely dark now. I don't think it's gonna get any darker than where we're at right now. It's finally completely, completely dark. Within the time that I've been here, we haven't ran into any snakes at all. We've yet to go up this hill as well because the perp could have also went up this hill, and I don't know where this hill leads. Nowhere because it's a no outlet, so it's probably another circle top, which the perp could have went up there and sat up there. That one's more out of the way than the other one, it seems like it almost is. Hard to tell, but it seems more out of the way than the other, you know, area. Let me step out of the road because we got a car coming here. Oh, it's a police officer. Here we go again, folks. We're walking through the neighborhood and we've got an officer pulling up. Oh, thought he was pulling up on me. He had his lights on. Maybe he's just, and that's how dark it is. Maybe he's just identifying himself, or maybe they don't know who they're looking for. Maybe they're looking for a guy walking around with a flashlight. I don't know, but here we go. They did this last time. He's stopping. He's looks like he's turning around. So they did this last time where they passed by me. I think he's gonna keep going. They passed by me, and then 2 came from both sides. So is he pulling one of those stunts or is he just patrolling the area? Did somebody call the police? I hope not. But hey, come on down, let's talk. I'm not here to do anything wrong. I'm just here to support Nancy and continue to push public awareness. That's what we're here for. So looked like he was gonna pull up on me for a second there, but then he kept going. So, I hear like a noise. Interesting. It's my chair. We're back. We're back in front. We're good. He kept going. It doesn't look like he's turning around or he's coming back. Guess he's just patrolling through the neighborhood. I heard a honk. I don't know what that was. But anyway, it looks like he's just passing through. No problems. No issues. We're good. Everybody's suspect at this point though, so the police contact wouldn't have been a bad idea, I guess. Assuming that everybody's a suspect, I guess. Just look at how dark Nancy's driveway was. Did the perp pack back in up there in the driveway and put Nancy in the car? Or did he drive up the driveway right here, wrap around in the driveway, pull up to the front um, where the stairs are at, and then take off with Nancy from there? I think he took off from the stairs. I think they put her in the car from the stair set and took off. I don't think that they pulled in through the back. Although for me, if it was me, I would have pulled in either the garage or where that gate was propped open and took off from there. Because I'm hiding, my chances are less likely of somebody having suspicions passing by in the driveway. You see how far it goes up all the way pretty much into the back? I don't know if you guys can see that. But perhaps like the sheriff just passed by, unless he shines his light like I'm shining this light in this, driveway, he's not going to see you. That's how dark it is. I think I just heard a lizard, or it was a snake. I don't know. Sounded like a lizard, though. But there's no way anyone passing by would see you. Hear you, yes, but see you? No way. With no light, you see nothing. In the driveway at nighttime, there's a chance you may see a car because of reflections. All cars have reflections, reflectors in the lights. So if a car passed by, those chances are that that car lights may have reflected off a little bit of light with you passing by. So it is more logical if, the perp were to put Nancy in the back from the top there, of the driveway, but due to the blood, it just seems like to me that she was taken out the front. I'm not too sure what's happening in the chat. I might have missed it. I was over here ranting away. Your flashlight is very dim. Please call for a ride. It's not bad. What do you mean? I know. I need to get another battery though. I can tell it's a little dimmed down than it was before, but it's actually still doing good. My ride will probably be here soon, guys. No need to be worried. It's okay. But I appreciate all the love and support. I don't know what's going on in chat, but yes, you do not have to donate. I always tell everybody that. Um, I do appreciate the love and support. But more importantly, I just like the fact that we have an audience here and just people here in general that we can discuss the case about, um, and just share our thoughts. I wanna create a place where we can share our thoughts and, express our opinions and our beliefs based on what happened. And I think by us coming together and talking about the case, it helps us figure out things. It brings comfort to our minds, based on the things that have occurred. Information is key right now. Information is key. We need all the help we can get with the case. We need all the help we can get just knowing what's going on. I think there's not too many media there's not too many people in the media that are covering this anymore. I think Nancy Grace is one of the biggest platforms that have been still pushing this out there, besides Brian Entent. There's a couple others out there, but not very many covering the case, besides us YouTubers like JLR and Alex. And I know DGL's been out there doing his own thing and Mark, but they've all still been covering the case from what I've seen. So, and Jim, I think Ted, there's a lot of guys still covering this, but most of those people that I've named are YouTubers. So, if we can continue to do that, let's do that. Let's do that. I mean, it just seems like it's going too quiet. It's been too quiet. It's been too long. We're all just looking for answers at this point. And I know we got to be patient with certain things like the DNA, but we want answers. We're tired. We're embarrassed locally for those that are locals like me. I'm sure there are people out there that are embarrassed for us just because it's been a hell of a roller coaster ride. If you've been in tune to the case since day one, it's been hell. And if you're the Guthrie family, man, God bless them for staying patient and people like Savannah going back to work, trying to continue life. That's hard to do after you lose your mom and you got investigators arguing and not getting along in a case that hasn't moved. I just can't imagine that. You got a house that you no longer probably have to come visit to. Uh, you know, Savannah, the only reason she has to come here anymore is her sister and Tommaso, really. I don't know if Cameron lives here, but I wonder how they feel about revisiting this house. I could only imagine it's just going to bring back bad memories. And I just think it'd be tough for anybody to live here based on what happened. I think anybody that lives in this house next is going to be fearless knowing what happened in this house and knowing at some point in time it was a target. I wonder if they'll maybe even come down on the market if the house is sold due to what happened here, or they'll just try to keep it under the rug and, nobody will know. But this is so national that I'm sure chances are whoever buys this house is going to know what happened here before they make the purchase, if this house ends up being sold. I'm gonna set my light up here. I'm gonna grab my chair. Let's grab the chair first. I like to get closer to the memorial site. Not too sure what's going on in the chat, guys. Let's try to keep it classy in the chat. Let's try to get along. I hope everybody's getting along in the chat. Looks like some people are kind of bumping some heads tonight, but hey, let the chat flow. Let the chat flow. I do got to consider mods that I don't have yet, but hey, try to keep it classy. Try to be respectful to one another. I know it's hard. I know we get trolls in the chat. I know we get people coming in here talking crazy, being negative. Just try to ignore it and move forward. Do you have your e-cig? Yeah, I got my vape. Yeah, just trying to get all my trash so when my girl gets here to pick me up, I'm all ready to get out of here. I'll put some light on the memorial site. I know it's tough to see right now. We'll get the light on there so everybody can still have a decent view of the memorial site. Get my truck service. what I'm worried about the most. Bear with me, guys. Jesus Christ. I just dropped my phone. I literally just almost broke my phone just now. We almost did not have a stream or a phone. Lord, what will I have done? That would have been a tragic moment right now. Then nobody would have known what happened to Juice after he dropped his phone the night he went over to Nancy's on day 80. My goodness. That's the last thing we need. Let's get some light up on this thing. Hold on, chat. That should be okay right there, I think. Oh, yeah, that looks good. I like the way that looks right there. Denise needs to be shut down. Why is everybody bagging on Denise? What did Denise do? Denise didn't do anything wrong. What did she do? I don't know what's going on, guys. We got to relax here. She always likes that. I don't know what happened, but I'm not even worried about it. Hold on, guys. Give me a brief moment here. All right, we're good, chat. We are good. So, anyways, it's getting close to calling for my ride. I'll make sure my ride is on the way, actually. How you keep your phone charged so long? Well, recently, just before coming to Nancy's a couple weeks ago, we went to Best Buy. I went live with it, and we bought a uh, a portable charger, so that way I could stay out here as long as I need to stay out here to, talk about the case. Got a car coming down the road here. So yeah, I bought one. It's really good. We'll see what the percentage is. We're on 46. It wasn't fully charged before I got here, but I ended up buying one, uh, and it works very good, actually. Really good charger. I recommend it. I think it's called a Your Green. Your Green. But yeah, this thing would I could definitely I need to probably get one more. So that's probably what I should put on the wish list, just in case I am here hours and hours for whatever crime it is later in the future to swap it out. But this thing would probably last me at least 10 hours. It would keep me here at least 10 hours without having to recharge. To prolong it, I could just keep unplugging the phone and then plugging it back in as well. So Hey, much love, Mel. I appreciate you for being here in chat as well. Thanks for being here with me. Just if you need a mod, I will happily help you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to mods, so I might be modding people in the future. I just want to know that people are gonna be here consistently because it's kind of I mean, the more the better, obviously. So when someone's not here, there'll be another mod here. But it's just tough to because I haven't been at it for too long. So I don't know who my people are that are here almost every single time. I'm kind of getting familiar with it, but yeah. Alley Cat has been apologizing to juice. I missed whatever it was in chat. So if you had something mean to say, I missed it. Don't worry about it. I'm not even looking for it or taking it personal. So guys, don't even sweat it. I get it. People have their own opinions. Some people don't like me being here. Some people do. Hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's my decision. And obviously there are people here that give me more strength as far as me wanting to be here more. Because a lot of people, I feel like majority want us to be out here at Nancy's. But again, like I said, I'm not taking anything personal. Express your opinion. If you're somebody that doesn't agree with what I'm doing and you don't like me as a streamer, hey, let me know. I don't mind. If there's anything that I can do better, I'm willing to listen. Whatever it is. I'm not here to argue with you or tell you you're not allowed to say something. You're free to speak. You're free to speak. I just like I said, I'm not taking it personal. Yeah, and my thing is I've had an issue with the mods because, mods end up bumping heads and fighting, and then you have an issue where mods are timing out the wrong people or timing out people for no reason, and I just it's just more work for me to do on my end if I have mods that are not, making the right decisions, and I guess I don't really wanna worry about that. I hear something in the tree. The juice, why not knock on Sue Ellen's door and ask her to be your mod? Good one. You set the standard for mods what mods allow. Yeah, good point, good point, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna set the rules that I want the mods to do, however, I I haven't gone down that alley yet. We'll figure it out, guys, we'll figure it out. But we all have to have better self-control. I have to myself. We all have that one thing that ticks us off, and we just all have to be able to learn how to ignore certain things and move forward. And just understand why we're here. There's no need for us to let somebody interfere or get in the way of what we're here for. Hey, Lisa, thanks for the $5 super chat. By the way, I do have an email. It's in the description there. Everything is in my description for the most part, guys. So yeah, just check out the description. It's all the way at the bottom, and I think it would say contact juice. It's my email. I haven't made an email for the channel specifically yet. So it is my personal email. So yeah, feel free to reach out. I have been actively trying to keep eyes on it. Maybe I haven't kept enough eyes on it. I think Beautiful sent me a picture of the treehouse, actually. Wow. No way. So we actually got a picture of the treehouse. Remember, we were talking about the treehouse earlier. I guess that's their treehouse in the back. I had no idea that was in the back. And then it kind of circles it there. Man, shout out to her for sending that. When did she send that? About an hour ago. Man, I'm so sorry I missed that. I see a ladder though, for sure. That's crazy. Hey, Dream, thanks for this $20 super chat there. By the way, it says check your email. I did not see that picture. Thanks for that picture. Beautiful 1974. Hey, Lonnie, I got your email, by the way. I saw that as well. He says he watched the video so many times of the porch guy, and he could tell one thing he or she has a big beak and say big beak because it reminds me of a buzzard, how it's huge and turned down. Just look at it real close when they look to the left. Ah, good point. Good point. I got to check that out. I don't know if that was the person in the chat telling me to check the email in the super chat there, but bugs are flying all in my face. But I was looking for your chat there if there was a new one. I don't see any new chats, so hopefully that was you with the picture. Perp has a big nose? I think he's got a fairly big nose, yeah. Fairly big nose for sure. Here, I'll pull that picture up so you guys can see that one more time of the treehouse there. That's a good picture. A big head too. Interesting, yeah. His mask smashed the nose, but he looked like he had a long, pointy nose, though. He looked like he didn't have the smallest of noses. Big, I can't say big, I guess. Can the perp be forced to make a mistake? I mean, the only mistake he made was that being on that camera, I'd say, and not getting rid of the last camera on the roof in the back. I never noticed the bug nose. I don't know if I agree with that one with Lonnie, but maybe so. Maybe there's something we didn't notice that we need to go relook. There's that treehouse in back of Nancy's. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I never knew she had a treehouse. That's insane to me. Southern says, appreciate your coverage, and you are a very respectful person. Mods are not always bad. You just have to go by their chat behavior. Keep up the good work. Your discernment will guide you to the right mods. Much love, Southern, with the $10 super chat, man. Much love. Thanks a lot. I agree, by the way. Not too sure what's going on with 857, but we love the guy. He's a good guy. He's been doing a lot of things locally before the case. So I've actually heard of him before I even, got into crime or anything. Met him, finally met him actually not too long ago. Good guy. Don't see anything wrong with him. We don't like when the juice runs out of juice. Never that. Never that. Who got the juice? I watched 857's video yesterday. I didn't know he made a video today. Nana says you have a Facebook. I have a couple pics of someone I suspect I've sent. Righteous Monkey wanted your opinion. Never. No. Yeah, I do. Yeah, much love, Sharby. Respect to you, Juice. Much love. You as well, likewise. Sophia says, Juice, I'd be honored to be a mod for you. I was the wife of an evangelist and prophet. Just pray for the right person to show you respect and honor you and the chat. God bless you. Much love, Sophia. Yeah, I haven't started modding anybody yet, but like I said, guys, I'm still trying to give it thought to see if I want to go the mod route. We'll see. Sam said like for the power potion. I don't think I've seen that. Interesting. So my ride is on the way, guys. So any minute my ride should be here. I don't know when it's coming, but it she'll be here soon. I guess I could check to see if she's close or not. But the ride is on the way, so we'll be getting out of here sooner than later. And I can let you guys know how long we'll be here, how much longer we'll be here. Just give me a second. I think we'll be here for at least another 10 to 15 minutes. I think I heard something. I keep hearing like these little noises or something. I am from Tucson. For those of you guys new into the chat or new to the channel, I'm from Tucson, Arizona. I'm a local here, born and raised, been here all my life. So just so you guys don't know, for those that don't know, I'm gonna move back a little bit so you guys can get a better view of the site because we're not covering the entire site. 1.7 likes. Can we get it to 2K likes today? Can we get it there? I don't know. It's a good question. If you're enjoying the stream and you're just tuning in or you've been tuning in, don't forget to like the stream. If you haven't liked the stream, subscribe. If you are enjoying the channel, guys, I appreciate everybody coming out and tuning in to hang out with me here at Nancy's today. We'll see if we get there. We're getting close to 2K likes. I think we'll get there either way if we get there on stream or off. So I'm not too worried about it. It's not really a big thing for me. But it is nice to see all of the folks coming out and liking the stream. Sharon says it is free, 100%. Indeed. Is there a low growl? I'm nervous for you. I don't know what that is. I really don't. Let's take a look at the moon real quick, guys. Look at that. That looks nice. It's a banana moon. We call that a banana moon. No, I'm joking. I don't know what you call that. Thank you guys all for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. I get to see some people saying they always hit that like button. Much love. Thanks a lot. That's a banana moon. I don't care what you guys say. It's a banana moon, and it is a banana moon. That's all you call it, a banana moon. Some say it was a full moon when Nancy got taken. I call it the toenail. Oh man, stop. It looks like a piece of a nail, right? Never heard of a banana moon? Nah, I know. I'm just joking. That was the best way I could describe it. It's shaped like a banana. Crescent moon? Is that what you call it? I don't know that. I don't know what to call it. Yo, Valerie, appreciate the $5 super chat there, by the way. Thanks a lot, Valerie. Hey, Kev, I see you in the chat. Welcome. Just hanging out, having a discussion about the case and talking about the moon right now. Dry moon holds water like a cup. Never heard of that. Halloween out there, I'd be so scared. It's really peaceful, guys. It really is. It's so peaceful out here. It's not even funny. It's just so relaxing. Like, it would just be nice to get out here, have a glass of some wine, kick back, talk, listen to the crickets, listen to the wildlife, like the coyotes. Haven't heard any of those, but it's really peaceful here. It really is. Juice, would you ever live at Nancy's? I don't think so. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable living here, and if I did, I'd probably have a whole bunch of guns and whatnot in there. No, I don't think it'd be bad, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable living here after what had happened. But things happen everywhere, so maybe I could get over it. But I would probably be highly worried about my children here and just my family in general. So I don't know that I would want to live in the dark like this. This is probably not a neighborhood of my desire. So it's a crescent moon, otherwise known as lover moons. Says Carol. Never heard of that. Thank you for that. I wouldn't want to live near Sue Ellen. Yeah. That would be definitely a neighbor that you have to worry about. But you never know. Sue Ellen could be a good neighbor. Be sure to take your critters home with you. Basilic. The critters will stay here. They cannot come with me. They don't belong with me. Hey, Jody, thanks so much, Jody Lynn. Likewise, much love. Pumpkin, big welcomes, by the way, Pumpkin. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. I got to figure out if I'm able to do certain things with the chat while I'm here on the phone, because there's a lot of limitations that you have on the phone to do certain things. Hey, TS, thanks for becoming a member, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but I appreciate that if you're still around. I wanted to see if I was able to pin something and do like a poll, but I don't think I can do that. It doesn't let me or give me the option to do that at all. Sorry, guys, I got a little distracted, but I'm just trying to see if I can make any changes here, but I guess not. Doesn't let me pin anything or anything. Yeah, doesn't let me. Oh well. An unmuted chat is a healthy chat. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know why I feel like I'd rather not have mods, but I don't know, guys. I might try it out and see how it is with mods, but I don't know. We'll see in due time, chat. Guys, I got to thank you guys all for coming out and tuning in with me here. I appreciate everybody's company tonight. I appreciate everybody coming out and just gossiping with me about the case. Like I said, I'll keep everybody informed as far as updates. I'll keep everybody. Um, I'll try to, continue to push that public awareness out there as far as anything surrounding the case. We'll do what we can. We're going to keep fighting for Nancy. We want Nancy to come home. That's the biggest goal that we have. Besides us finding the perp, I got to thank you guys for being here with me, though. I couldn't thank y'all enough. Let's continue to keep pushing, guys. Let's continue to keep pushing. Let's continue to keep digging deeper. Let's stay patient. We know that it takes time for things to roll over as far as, DNA goes and just finding perps in homicide situations like these. And when there's missing people, sometimes they don't turn out or come up as quick as we want them to. So we gotta be patient. Much love, guys. I hope everybody has a good night. I'm about to get out of here. My ride just got here. My girl just got here, so it's time for me to go home. I will see you guys all tomorrow, maybe even later tonight. Who knows? If I get enough time, I'll stream. We'll catch you guys all later, man. I hope y'all have a good night. Happy Sunday, folks. Have a- Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff out here. Lizards, all kind of stuff. No javelinas, no coyotes. I haven't seen none of those here at all. Is it open? Bugs, man. Love y'all. Have a good night.